Okay, there was a big smash yesterday at the temple, actually in two places. Film this first of all. So this elderly woman came round the bend just up there and just smashed into this tomb and knocked everything, you see, all piled up there. Like, I don't know how she did that, like to get that much speed, because where the turn is, you don't really have a chance to get much speed up. But here comes the car now. This is how fast they're usually going. And so you do the, yeah, look, see. And it's at about the tomb now. So I mean, how? Anyway, but it would have, if she stopped there. But this is, while this is happening, I was actually, I was in the toilet in the temple. I'm coming out and I hear this, first of all it's a revving like a motorbike is massively over revving. And then the sound, I've never done anything like it. And then there's just this smash. And I honestly thought like a light aircraft had fallen out the sky into the car park, temple car park. I was like, I ran out. I found that later she'd done that, what I've just shown. But at the time, she'd done that, then she accelerated into the car park. Apparently she mistook the brake for accelerator and just smashed into the stone monument thing. I've shown it if you look on the other videos of the temple, the grounds of the temple, the front of it, it's a squat stone thing, which testament to the builders whenever they constructed it, whatever century it was, because it's completely undamaged. This car was a write-off. The front of it's all stoved in, it's leaking gasoline everywhere, airbags gone off, whatever. And I shouldn't be smart because I wasn't working outside. Normally that time I'm sweeping up in that thing, but kids sometimes play at that monument. They like to climb up it and stuff before they go to kendo and stuff. By the grace of, I was going to say grace of God, but it's the grace of Buddha here, isn't it? No one was injured or killed. At the time there was the bus drivers, once a year, bus drivers of Nagasaki have a service where they honour their dead. Not bus drivers in accidents or something, those have passed on for natural causes or whatever. They just come and they have a service. Anyway, so they all rushed outside, same time I did, the service, halfway through their service. And they're trying to help this old woman out of the car, because you know, it's leaking gasoline everywhere. Now this kind of brings me to the point of this video, right? This old woman, obviously she's shocked and she's shaken up and she was taken straight to hospital. She should never have been driving. And this comes only a week or so after, I forget what, it's not that far away from Nagasaki, it was on the news. This old man, crashed into a young mother and killed her. In fact, I think he killed one young woman and seriously injured another. And you hear about this a lot here. And then in Japan, they've got this veneration for the elderly, where elderly people who, they're too old and they should just not be driving. End of story. And they do things like they mistake, you know, they press the wrong, they think it's the brake and they hit the accelerator and stuff. They go into someone and they kill them. You read and hear about it a lot. And I don't know what it is. It's this Japanese stubborn thing. I think they know it's not right. And then they have it on like cartoons and stuff where this sweet old Oba-chan, as they call them, means our elderly lady, is like driving haphazardly down the road, you know, from side to side, and everyone's laughing and, oh, look at that, oh, she's sweet. And it's like, man, you know, it's not a funny thing because people are getting killed. And you know, you're in charge of basically a deadly weapon or a dangerous weapon. You know, approximately 1.5 tons of metal, you know, driven at speed. Especially when you get the wrong bloody pedal, you know, you hit the accelerator instead of the brake. And it's this thing general in cars. It's like, I noticed a lot of young women, they like to have all toys piled up on the front dashboard, so they're trying to see over the top of them. You can see them like really trying to crane over, see over these toys, and they got flipping curtains that draw across the front driver and passenger windows. Just insane, you know, to stop the sun coming in so they don't, you know, damage their complexion. But they got about, I'm trying to hold on, they've got like a tiny little gap for them to actually look out and see what's coming, you know, when they're at intersections and stuff. It boils my pee sometimes when I failed to come to an absolutely dead stop at a deserted crossing. It's the law, I found afterwards, I don't know at the time. I've moaned about this in another video. I didn't stop for 3 seconds, stopped dead. I mean, it was absolutely dead cruel. Policeman jumped out of a hedge or something, and you know, that was it. I got a fine, some points on my licence, and I had to go to a 2-hour lecture at the cop shop. You know, but they're like mustard on that. Yeah, you know, you see, as I say, you see these young women and their kids will they're not wearing their belts, and they're all like mucking around in the back and stuff. And there's the dog, you know, jumping from one seat to the other, and this woman, the music's blasting out, and the curtains are drawn because it's a sunny day, and the toys are piled up. You know, she goes one way, and then some, you know, 102-year-old fossil is like, you know, stopping and starting, trying to get their car going, and then going too fast, then suddenly braking. And, you know, and it's like some sort of, well, I was going to say some sort of bizarre comedy program, but there's absolutely nothing funny about it. Anyway, that with you know, that mixed with the it's got better in recent years. What I was going to say, the Japanese tendency to drink drive, but they had a big crackdown on that, and I think now they're having a similar crackdown on elderly drivers. I mean, drivers that are too elderly, it's just, you know, for their safety and for everyone else's, you should not be driving. I mean, I just saw a prime example of it yesterday. I mean, by the grace of, let's say, the grace of Buddha, no one was hurt or killed. Because, I mean, I could have taken the video yesterday, but it didn't seem like the proper thing to do. You know, it's a bit sort of, you know, that really is a sort of, do you slow down for car crashes? Like people who like video buildings burning or something, you know. Yeah, I'd rather just show the damage caused afterwards and, yeah, moan about it, because, especially, I mean, I'm a father of 2 kids, you know, so I get really uptight if I see someone driving dangerously. Anyway, so that's that. But yeah, dangerous driving or dangerous drivers in Japan. Yesterday was a prime example of one. She went to hospital, the elderly woman. She's just shaken up, but I think she's fine. But I sincerely hope that she's not going to be allowed to drive anymore.